Yo, today we're gonna be breaking down DBS Broly. Being one of the main winners of the patch, I thought it's only right that he gets my first Optimal's combo guide of 1.38, which is where I break down the optimal practicals of a character, the combos you must learn and master for common situations. Using this simple B&B, we'll start off with covering some of his combo enders that will apply with all his routes throughout the video. You can opt to end the combo solo with his ground pounding, but you'll have to handle the soft knockdown Oki, or you can call an assist to extend or DR, in which you can do his medium grab in the corner for sliding knockdown, which is best for Oki, also his most common ender, even adding 214S in for more damage if you want to go into super and kill. Or jump DR for that universal knockdown for less damage, which can be JS JDR with pop-up assists. Throughout this vid, we'll just end the combo's pre-assist use unless otherwise specified to get easier combo comparisons. Can also opt for 6H226S as well for more damage as long as you didn't use one of these earlier in the combo, including adding 214S, but 6H is slower than DR so it doesn't work with as many assists and trickier timing. His 236S side switches, which is nice for some DHC things, but if you want to spend meter delaying the tag out after his ground layered super, also switches sides. And his alternate super can also lead to a DR afterwards as well. Also note that sometimes the medium 226 will drop at the end of longer routes, so it's more consistent to do the light version, but if you get to that point you won't be able to extend with assists, so try sticking to combos that can end with a J226M. Although you can still super after the L dive with sharp timing. When he's in level 3 shirtless, all the following combos will do 15% more damage and will result in more meter builds since he passively accumulates ki now by just existing. So his optimals take 3 different routes: a damage path, a meter build focus, and a max meter build mode. Damage wise, mid-screen unscaled, he can do this for 5.5k damage and 1.8 bars built. Thanks to Big Chap Alien 21 for this route, check him out for more SBR bombos. Skilled can look like this for almost 4.2k and 1.8 bars, and you need to input JLM to get the J8S loops to connect. You can hold A even before pressing S, and as you mash H to whiff it, you'll hear this tip a lot throughout this video before going into the dash. The reason why we do the JH after the bomb is because of the new change, and it helps to adjust with the landing position to continue the loops. Also make sure you press super dash after the single beam hit or else you'll miss the window. And the dash needs to be ASAP, but the 5L hits further than you think. This loop is super tricky at first, but once you get it, and it's the basis for the rest of his combos. You can actually side switch with 2L by extending the dash, but that's not really useful. If you have half a bar, you can go into EX pound for a lot more damage with this route for 6.4k and 1 net bar. This can turn into a whole TOD that you'll see later. Doing his old route with 236H, 6H2S super dash, big delay JL, small delay JH2L is still good as it saves his stun, making it more consistent if you want to extend with assist at the end, being able to do the medium ground pound. The EX slam still improves the skill route as well for 4.9k. And off of 5H confirms midscreen, like from a frame trap, it's easier to just do 2S super dash 66 JM8S and the rest looping it as usual. And also at the end of all of his combos, you can add in this Vanish Extension to further push the solo damage for all the routes. Meter build wise, you want to prioritize using his auto combo after a singular J8S loop since each auto combo use builds a bar. They really took this animation literally, huh? The thing is, auto combo routes increase the combo hit stun, so you can't do as much, which lowers the damage output, so it's better to leave it for later. With that being said, his optimal meter building route looks like this for 2.8 bars with 1 assist and 5.5k damage. But skilled is where it's really useful as it always gives 3 bars looking like this. I personally find that doing super dash air dash JM8S makes it a lot easier and more consistent since you're closer to the ground, but it's not needed closer to the corner. Credits a nice shifter for optimizing the meter build routes, by the way. And don't forget to dash at the end for that crucial 0.1 meter. This is really nice to get into his level 3 ASAP, even round start on your first hit with a slightly different route starting with 5L to get those buffs for the rest of the game, starting off with good level 3 Oki. Now that was his optimal meter build, but if you want to maximize meter, you can do 2 auto combos into assist ender for even more than 3 bars, but this heavily scales the combo and uses 2 assists. So it's better to just save 1 for later and do the optimal meter build one so you can put them in a 2-charge scenario. But it can be helpful if they're very close to dying anyway, so you can maximize the meter build with minimal damage before they die, knowing your assist will be ready for the next round. Closer to the corner, you can change up the route to do a loop before smash to get the 6H link by delaying the 6H and J8S before the last super dash for JM, getting 300 plus more damage. Can cut out a few normals if you want to end with medium pound instead of light to make it more consistent with assist extensions. And here's a scaled variation of the close to the corner route, but you can also just stick to the regular mid-screen ones that we just went over just now. So reaching the corner also gives a bit more flexibility to these J8S loops by being able to jump to follow up. Thanks again to Night Shifter for the close to corner routes. And using the EX pound can extend it even more like this when close to the corner for even more damage. To H mid-screen is just this simple route, although with a new JM buff you can side switch. This is a tight link though, it'll be handy later in the corner for more extensions that we'll see soon. DR follows the same logic, resulting in 2.7k and 1.3 bars, but this will also be explored further. After straight hits, he has 3 Vanish routes. His Vanish confirm can look like his generic BNB at the start of the video for damage but soft knockdown. Here's a shorter one for sliding knockdown with a grab, as long as you didn't start the combo with that grab. Or alternatively use 226S as we covered earlier. Reaching the Kona allows you to extend for solo sliding knockdown like this. Which can be extended further for more damage with the new loops. And his meter build route from anywhere on screen, whether solo to optimize the hit a little bit or with an assist for that extra bar to make up for vanishing. Now for super dashes, here's a generic route meterless. You can actually re-jump using that JM buff that we discussed earlier. And even side switch as well into the generic BNB, which is very useful to have in the toolkit. It's not even that hard to be honest. Or more optimally, you can use EX pound from anywhere into the bomb loops as before for extra damage, which can also be extended. Or into auto combo for the meter building approach. So y'all kinda seeing a pattern with his combo structure, huh? S can also be confirmed into the same super dash routes following the logic as we just illustrated, so you can kind of freestyle these for yourselves. Quarter circle forward S can be confirmed in mid-screen with a dash into 214S into a generic confirm. The dash can be pretty tight and this link does become way more optimal in the corner later on. Now for his grabs, you can confirm 214L or M with dash 5L full screen away. And again, the 5L does hit from further than you think, so the dash isn't too long. This is universal but is harder against smalls. 214H can be confirmed with 6H like before for a scaled combo. Or into auto combo for meter right after 6H2L. Now mid-screen you can't do much after 6H but 2H214M for sliding knockdown, adding a key blast if you didn't use it in the block string before. or having to vanish into the vanish routes, but now it's time for the Kona. Unscaled to maximize damage for 6.2k, you can go with this route by Zakaria90 on Twitter. Remember to delay the 6H, and I just hold up the whole time during the loop's jumpy part and holding up even on the last J8S. Remove some of the hits to end with a J236M for assist extensions like so. And in this, I just did 2L jump to continue the combo and stuff because it's just way easier, you know what I mean? Scaled can take on this approach for around 4.7k damage and 2 bars by using his jump loops again. Once you get it the first time, it gets consistent, honestly, especially by holding up the whole time during the loops. That's what really was a game changer for me. Meter build Unscaled can look like this, where you have to jump straight up and slightly delay the 236L after J8S, then dash to land the auto combo. This build's like 2.9 bars. But again, Meter Scaled gets 3 bars by doing JM delay L, double jump JL into the rest with L pound. Night Shifter coming back in clutch for these meter build optimals. Bruh. But there's also max meter build with auto combo after medium dive into the assist auto combo again. Which gives you more than 3 bars already, and with a second assist you can get up to 3.7 bars. If you want a really easy meter build route skill, just do the dives for the 3 bars. And don't forget that these max meter routes do a lot less damage and use a lot more hit stun, so save them for when it's most useful. Now, we covered max meter, but what about max damage? You can use EX pound and go into the same unskilled routing as before, but resulting in 6.7k damage, so 500 more than before. This is basically a TOD if you add some assistant and go into supers, which is crazy. Time for those corner 2H variations. Optimal can be done by doing JLM, regular JS, JH whiff, into a big delay falling JM for 5.6k, ending in medium pound. This can also turn into a TOD. For meter after 2H, go into the similar route as his earlier meter building one, but only resulting in 2.8 bars even with an assist. Now that Sideswitch one can come back into this solo route by floating forward after regular JS, ending with a JDR ender to preserve an assist. I had trouble with the high JL follow-up, so be wary of that after the 2L. When you land DR in the Kona, you can follow a shorter version of the 2H route for 4k damage. Or build some meter with auto combo route, but remember that you can't DR again after the assist call, so just go straight into grab or 6H if you can. When you land 214L in the corner, head into the jump loops for 3.8k damage, being easier than the mid-screen one since you don't need to dash, just mash 5L after the grab. Here's the meter build route after a loop. To be honest with y'all, personally, I find it way easier to land the auto combo without whiffing JH after the J8S in the corner and no dash, just mashing 5L, but this route only builds 2.5 bars. With 214H in the corner, you can go into this route for 4.1k, finally using 2L and remove some of the hits for medium pound. Optimal corner 6H follows a very different path, doing JML and timing J236L when the slow J8S orb is at the bottom of the screen to continue for 3.9k. This is a very cool route from Night Shifter. And finally, 236S in the corner follows the same satisfying path after 214S, since you end up so high up in the air doing JM into J8S into the light pound, which optimizes his hit for 4.1k. Remember to hold up the whole time for the orb before slamming down. That wraps up about all of his optimals. I know there's a lot, but it's time for some TODs. Is what I would usually say, but because he has so many off of any hit, team, solo, shirtless, sparkless, don't matter. Let me know if y'all want a part 2. Dedicated only to all of his optimal TODs. With that being said, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.